you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Insurance with Progressive. Sure, you love your old car, but you know it's not normal to give instructions on how to open the window. It should be self-explanatory, but it's not. And notice how when you're in other people's cars, you can feel cushion in the seats? That's pretty nice, right? No, it's just normal. So bundle your renters and car insurance with Progressive and put the savings toward a new car. It's time. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
News and weather this hour is brought to you by Capital Window and Door on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT Bowling Green.
You're listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
Welcome into Sports Talk here on Talk 104 93 WKCT, presented by Greenwood Ford. I'm Cole Scott from WKY News 40, joined alongside Brian Davis of the Franklin Favorite. Brian, you can't see this right now because you're not looking at the TV. I just pushed about every single camera input. So if you're watching on Facebook, I'm sorry. It probably hurt your head to watch that. But welcome back to another fun week here on Sports Talk on Talk 104 93 WKCT. Brian, what's been going on?
The start of fall sports season. It's here.
We're here. Yeah.
It's here. Unbelievable.
It's going on. Real quick off the top, want to give a quick shout out. It is me and my wife Kara's 3rd anniversary today. So happy anniversary to her. If you're watching, she's probably not watching. She's probably getting ready for work. So, but happy anniversary to her.
She should come on the show. She should have come out here.
She would not do that. I'm just glad through 3 years she still lets me talk sports. So unwillingly.
So you're the TV guy, and she does not want to be on TV or radio or anything whatsoever.
Nope, she's out there delivering babies, Owensboro.
Wow. Okay.
So she's probably got the more important job.
Yeah. I would say so.
I have more fun, maybe.
Yes.
So we're even. We're even.
All right.
What else has been going on this week, Brian?
The start of fall sports season, we had golf on Monday. We had the Spartan Clash at Park Mammoth. I was not there for that. Yay!
Okay, yeah.
But I'll be there next Monday for the late Spartan Clash.
It's your course.
Yeah, Park Mammoth. Oh, it's a monster. It's a monster to walk. It is. But I was at the Bowling Green Country Club for the WBGIT. I said it right. WBGIT, hosted by Bowling Green High School. And wow, Kensley Willen is already putting the region on and the state pretty much on notice.
Did I hear correctly that she might have shot a 2 on a hole?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
She just does it all.
She is putting the regional now. It's only the first golf tournament. I mean, but what a way to get the season started off by the only one shooting under par that day, and also winning the tournament at the Bowling Country Club, which is the site of the state tournament. So
she's doing fine.
I think she is really making a statement. May Childers as well from Bowling Green did well. Chloe Witcher did well as well from Byrn County as well. So Lexington Christian Academy was the overall team winner of the tournament too as well. So great tournament, great way to start the season. Here we go. It's golf. It was hot. Long day. it is what it is.
So also going on, coming up soon, we'll have football season coming up. We'll have our preview show for that in a few weeks.
Yes.
That's just one of many sports that's starting up in the fall. We'll have volleyball talk.
Yes.
We've got some exciting stuff lined up there. Soccer talk, exciting stuff talked tonight about that.
Yep. And next week too as well in our live show from Greenwood Ford with the Bowling Green Lady Purples. Coach Lisa Correa and all her 12 seniors.
It'll be a full studio. It's going to be pretty packed.
It'll be a full packed Greenwood Ford, that's for sure. With this, most of the seniors hopefully will be though to make it, and parents and so forth like that, and Coach Lisa and the gang. So that should be a fun night next week at Greenwood Ford.
So we have to talk about the what happened last night in the LeBron free agency saga. Regretfully, my Heat let it slip that I don't know if it slipped or if it was just a prank or what it was. They put out that a press conference was supposed to happen welcoming him back to the Heat on July 27th. So that's 5 days from now. That's boneheaded. They already posted the position for that person. That I don't guess that person might still be there.
I think it's a done deal.
I hope it's a done deal, but could also have hurt.
No, I think it's you do things for a reason.
Maybe.
Things happen for a reason.
Maybe.
I think he's going there now. Does that? I mean, it helps. It does help. But in the landscape of the association, the Western Conference is still the monsters.
Yeah, I would stay out of the West if I was him.
Yes. So, I mean, if it gets him a chance to play in the final against a San Antonio, an OKC, a Denver, a Minnesota, I mean, you get take your chances. But the West is still, to me, much better than the East is.
I saw a report today that he was going to announce where he was going like a month ago, but when Adam Silver had the thing, he was like, "Hey, let's speed this up." He's like, you know what? I don't think I will.
See, what I've been saying. What I've been saying.
Yeah,
the two good things he's good at: longevity and controlling the narrative.
Well,
that is it.
Done both.
That is
this
it.
Time around.
He wants to tell you that he's greatest. He wants to tell you he's the greatest of all time, and he wants to control the narrative, and that is all he is. That is it.
I know you're a big fan, Brian. You don't got to say it anymore. You're just a huge fan of LeBron.
Hey, 22 and 33 in the finals, and that's great? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Before we take our first break, want to take a moment to pay our respects to the family and the Greenwood community after the passing of Telltale Long.
Yeah.
He was one of the first athletes that I remember vividly covering when I first started in this job back in 23 during football season. Every highlight with Greenwood football, it was this guy just dominating. And he was a great athlete, of course, but even better person off of the football field. Just a tragedy that happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
And just wanted to send well wishes. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family, the community. It's going to take a long time to get over this, to get through this, but we're thinking of you and we're with you.
Yes, I agree.
All right. We're going to take a quick break here on Sports Talk here on Talk 104.93 WKCT. We've got some awesome guests coming up on the show tonight. Stay tuned for them. But that's coming up right after this break here on Sports Talk on Talk 104.93 WKCT.
When you're shopping for a pre-owned vehicle, buy with confidence. Buy Ford Blue Advantage certified. Every Ford Blue Advantage vehicle is thoroughly inspected, backed by factory confidence, and built to give you peace of mind mile after mile. Make the smart choice today at Greenwood Ford Lincoln, the #1 Ford Blue Advantage dealer in Kentucky's Memphis region. Browse the incredible selection today on Scottsville Road in Bowling Green or anytime at greenwoodford.com. Greenwood Ford Lincoln. Driving confidence home.
Big news, Bowling Green. Hills Mattress & More is bigger and better. They've expanded to bring you even more of what you love. We're talking top-quality mattresses, furniture, appliances, and TVs. Plus, with financing options and no credit needed, it's never been easier to bring home comfort and style. Come see the all-new expanded Hills Mattress & More at 2539 Mount Victor Lane. Now with more to offer. Hills Mattress & More. Come see what's new.
Shop for your next car or truck at Campbell Chevrolet and Campbell Pre-Owned on both corners of Gary Farms Boulevard at Scottsville Road. If you do not see what you want, please let us know, since the inventory changes every day. Great money-saving prices on both corners. Rebates and low interest rates are back on new Chevrolets. Drop by and enjoy shopping. We make it easy. Campbell Chevrolet on Scottsville Road.
Welcome back into Sports Talk here on Talk 104.93 WKCT, presented by Greenwood Ford, also presented by Campbell Chevrolet, Breen and Wilford Injury Lawyers, and Hills Mattress and more. I'm Cole Scott from WKY News 40 Sports. We're alongside Brian Davis of the Franklin Favorite, and in studio right now, our latest guest from Foundation Christian Academy. Of course, on the pre-party, if you missed that, Derek Purdue, administrator over with the Falcons, was here to talk a little bit about the transition from into District 13. But joining us are a few of the coaches of the staff of the Falcons. You got David Poe with cross country, Ashley Rodgers with volleyball, and Tavias Babb with girls basketball. How are you all doing today?
Good.
We're doing great. Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I guess just off the top, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm David Poe. I coach cross country at FCA. This is my 4th season, and I enjoy it. I've been a runner most of my life, and I also like to get the kids running and healthy and eating right at a young age. And hopefully that's something that'll take so they can carry it with them for a lifetime.
Yeah, I'm Coach Tavias Babb. I've been with FCA for a couple years now, going in my second year, first full varsity season with them. Just excited for this year, excited with all the work that these girls have been doing, and we just love being a part of this Falcon family.
I'm Ashley Rodgers. I'm the high school volleyball coach, so I have the varsity team and the JV team. This is my second year. I teach there too, so I teach first grade during the day, and I coach volleyball in the afternoon and at night. So it's a great place to be.
Okay, just to start off with each of your sports, the numbers. What your numbers look like as far as participants for FCA this season?
Well, we had 60 kids try out, which is over 10% of the total student bodies. We're really proud of that, and we have about 35 kids on the team, but about 2/3 of those are sixth grade and below. It's only a third of our team is middle school and high school. So we're still young, but we're hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing for basketball. You know, it's a winter sport, so we for varsity wise, we haven't had our tryouts and all that kind of stuff yet. But I've seen a tremendous growth in the young athletes coming out for open gyms and workouts. Our middle school team had their tryouts, and they had, I want to say, around 23 girls show up, which is from last year. You know, we only had, I think, 14 or 15 show up just to tryouts. And so I know varsity-wise, we got a lot of incoming freshmen coming in. The varsity program starting to round out, and I think we're going to have some pretty good numbers rounding out the year.
Yeah, so we've been in the gym all summer, open gym. We've got 19 girls in the high school program, so I have 13 on the varsity squad. Of those 13, we're pretty young. I have one senior, Elise Clark, and if you're going to have just one, she's the girl you want. She's just a natural leader. She's a quiet leader, but she can read my mind. I don't have to ask her anything. I don't have to tell her what to do. She hustles. She's not lazy. She's a good example to everybody else. And then we have 4 juniors. Of those 4 juniors, our setter is a junior, Molly Mathis, and she's a very poised leader. She, to have a setter out there on the court, you want someone who's poised and who can lead and who can command the court. So her with another junior, Dakota Fortney, she's our 6-footer out there that everybody's jealous of. When they connect and Dakota puts it down on the floor, it gets the crowd into it. So of just, one senior and 4 juniors, that's a pretty young team. But those 5 definitely, they lead the team well.
So you guys have some exciting teams coming up. What landed you at FCA? What got you going here with the Falcons?
Well, for me, my kids, my oldest son started kindergarten at FCA 6 or 7 years ago, and I've got two younger children behind him that we've just kept them there the whole time. And there was ultimately an opening for the cross country job, and I don't work on campus other than coaching cross country, but I've been running all my life, and so they asked me to fill in, and that's what brought me to cross country.
Yeah, I mean, as Brian knows, I did helped with Franklin's radio for their basketball team over the past few years, and Derek Perdue apparently heard my name out there when they're searching for a girls coach, and I guess he heard a little bit about me on the radio, a little about me as a person, and he kind of just reached out. We met at the Goodnight Library down in Franklin. He was like, "Hey, I want you for the job," and it just worked out. And I mean, it's been just one of the most fulfilling positions I've ever taken in my life, most recently.
So I taught special education for a long time. I taught in the city school district, and I loved it. And there's so many good people there, and probably made me the teacher that I am. And I think a lot of them, and I think a lot of those people. But I was just ready for a change, something different. And last year, a first or second grade position opened up in teaching, and the volleyball coach position opened up at the same time. So FCA was a place that I know a lot of good people there, and I've been familiar with it for a very long time. But last year, everything just seemed to line up with the teaching spot and the volleyball spot, which is a sport that I love. So it just kind of made sense, and and I'm glad I took the leap. It's been great.
For Coach Poe and Coach Ashley, your season will be starting up here very, very soon. So just talk about how ready is your team to compete this upcoming fall sports season.
I don't want to speak for Coach Rodgers, but my cross country team's ready to go. We're ready at any time. We've been working pretty hard for many weeks, and we're ready to roll.
Yeah, we're ready. We've been in the gym off and on all summer long. So we actually have a preseason scrimmage August 1st. So it's right around the corner.
Wow.
So we're ready for that. We actually we played in it for the first time last year, and we came away. We played 7 matches in one day. Came away runner up. So naturally this year we're ready to take it all. So we had a big old team meeting in Devo last night, and you kind of feel the excitement. They're ready. There's just that something about you've been practicing for so long. You're ready to get out there and play some matches. So they're ready. I'm ready.
So not only is this going to be the start of a new season for you all, it's going to be the start of a new chapter in all of FCA athletics, joining that 13th district. What's your feedback on that? Are you excited for this?
I'm glad everybody's excited about it. In cross country, I make my kids run against the fastest kids in Kentucky anyway, so it doesn't change a whole lot for us. So we put them in races in E-Town and all across the state, and so we've already got that experience running with the kids out of Louisville or Lexington, and so we're excited to compete. We're excited for everybody else in our district because we know it's going to be a positive development. But for cross country, it didn't really change that much for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think for us, it kind of perpetuates the culture that I'm trying to set with these girls to just compete and to get rid of the names that you see on the schedule, but just say, hey, like, this is the competition we're playing against. We're going to, like I tell them all the time, they're tired of me saying it, we're going to play great defense, we're going to be conditioned, and then just stepping up in levels and trying to build towards that never quit attitude, that always competing attitude. Just helps out being in this district and this very familiar district to me. And so it'll be a good one for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Switching this district just made sense. We see these teams because we play the All-A. So we play, we've played the All-A tournament. Mm-hmm. These are teams that we have either seen there or they have been on our schedule. So, with all the hype behind it, it makes my girls a little bit nervous, but I try to remind them this is stuff you've seen before. These are teams you've played before, So just trying to. They are a little nervous, a little hysteria, a little hype. So just trying to get them to feel good about it has been a little difficult, but they're going to be okay once we get a match under our belt.
For you, Coach Ashley, the district this year is only going to be playing one match against each team instead of playing the normal 2 times, which opens up for more games on the schedule against other teams. Are you in favor of that, or would you rather still play the 2 home and away against the district teams?
I was surprised. So this is the first time that we're playing in a set district, and I was surprised that we are only playing them once. But I do like that it gives us the opportunity to play other teams. That's 4 more matches that I can put on a schedule and be a little more intentional about those matches. We are going up against teams that we did not play last year, so that has given us that flexibility. I like that. So, I'm good with it. We may see some of those when we play the All-A on September 12th. We may see those teams again. We may play one of those teams twice. So, we're good with it. We're just ready to play whoever, whenever we got to play them.
And Tavias, for you, you come from that 13th district already. Is that a positive that you're going to be familiar with it? Are you going to call out Coach Taylor tonight or no?
No, I'm not going to call out Coach Taylor. She's actually been pretty good help. I've messaged back and forth with her a little bit. But no, I think it's just, again, it's just a culture thing. And Derek Purdue kind of is cut from that same cloth that we just want to compete. We want to compete at the highest level. Like Coach Rodgers says, whoever's in front of our schedule, we just want to put out our best product. And I think, we put out a schedule that is going to be able to showcase us. We're going to play some really tough matchups, like you said, like against Franklin Simpson, Russellville, Logan, and Todd. But we're just going to, again, just put out our best product, work hard, be conditioned, have great defense, and just see what happens.
Coach Poe, talk about some of the meets that the Falcons cross country team will be competing in this year.
Well, there's a couple of really exciting races here in Warren County this season, as usual. But there's the Warren East Raider Twilight in August, and then Gatorland at Fillmore Park in September. And both of those races will have thousands of runners. But so they're always a lot of fun with several hundred kids in each race, and it's just full of excitement. We had a taste of victory last season, and I just absolutely come unglued with excitement during the contest. But other than those two, we'll be going to Elizabethtown and Hopkinsville and other cities across the state, and we expect to be competitive everywhere we go.
You say you come unglued with excitement. That leads to my next question. I want to hear about who you are as a coach. Like, what do you harp on? This is for everybody. What do you harp on in practice? What do you want to impress on these young athletes?
Well, first and foremost, I think my coaching comes from a place of excitement for these children, and so I'm yelling and screaming all the time, but not in a negative sort of way. But I get really excited and really happy for these kids, and so nothing thrills me more than seeing a young person run 3 miles for the first time without stopping, or run 2 miles or 1.25 miles, and so we really celebrate that. So I'm really happy with what we've built at FCA over the past 4 years. It's a really cool culture for running.
Yeah, I think, like you said, like just celebrating growth in our players. I can be intense sometimes on the court. I'm a competitor by nature. I think my favorite sport is being competitive, and so I like to translate that to my girls, and just seeing their growth over the summer. I get on to them when they make mistakes, but I praise them when they do well, and they have just grown so much over the summer. And again, I just can't wait. And again, like I said, they'll hear me saying, get your assignment, go to where you need to be at defensively, and the offense will come. And I think that's what will reflect.
Yeah, I think a lot of times my players are probably tired of hearing me talk about, yes, we want to improve our skills. Yes, we want to become better volleyball players. All of those things are, why we play sport. There's so much to gain from playing a sport. Just those lifelong things that, we talk about over and over and over again. So, commitment is huge. And when I don't see a lot of commitment, which fortunately at FCA, they are pretty committed, and they do a lot of things. They are very busy. They are involved in everything. So, that's not a big deal. That's not something I have to fuss at, but, I'm pretty chill on the sidelines, I guess. But I do, if I see, like most coaches, you don't want to see an athlete not give their everything out there on the court.
Exactly.
So that might be something that gets me maybe a little bit fired up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Coach Babb says he knows about the 13th district. Coach Ashley, have you had a chance to take a look at the 13th district in volleyball and able to study that? And
we have.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
What's your thoughts about it?
So Russellville has been on our schedule. So actually, we saw Russellville quite a bit last year. We played them twice. We saw them at a tournament in Caverna. So we're familiar with them. Franklin Simpson was not on our schedule last year. I probably, even if we hadn't joined this district, I probably would have, tried to put them on our schedule. I think that's, that's a reasonable, logical one to play. They're just right there. We played at Todd County Central last year in the All-A. They hosted the All-A, so we watched them play. I mean, they're good, they're athletic, and I think, with a lot of these schools in that district, they have a much bigger pool to draw from than we do. We have 100 total high school students, so they have a lot of athleticism. Logan County is good. They're good. They're very good, skilled volleyball players. So that would be quite a matchup for us. But when we play them on September 22nd, we're going to give it all we got.
I guess my last question for each of you: what excites you the most as we enter a new year of athletics?
I think for me in cross country, seeing the kids do their best. I mean, cross country is extremely difficult. at least if you're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see the victory on these kids' faces, whether they finish first, and sometimes we do, or whether they finish 71st. I love to see the victory on their faces when they know they've done their best and they cross the finish line.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Like, just wanting to see their skills translate, them growing as players. I'm excited for that. We had them in the weight room this year, just wanting to see this growth of all this work that they're putting in pay off. And even if that doesn't pay off in wins or losses, just the idea of being competitive and putting your best product out there. I think that's what I'm most excited to see.
I'm excited about this group of girls. We've only been practicing, but they are a great group of people. They encourage one another. Practices are fun because, they are giving it all they have in practices. It can be fun. And, they support one another. They lift each other up. So they're a great group to be around. And once you have all of that set, then, you can improve your craft and you can do all the volleyball stuff. But I'm just excited about being in the gym with these 19 girls.
Real quick, before we let you go, give us your pitch. Let's get some fans out to these Falcons events.
Oh yeah, just come on. It's going to be a lively crowd. At least in the gym wise. Usually I'm controlling the aux, so we got the music going. You might see me running around during the boys' games, during the volleyball games. But volleyball is going to be very competitive. I watching them last year. I know they're ready for this year, and so it's going to be a great time that year. And then cross country, it might be hot some days, but we're going to get out there. We're going to watch these kids compete. Like you said, there's going to be thousands of kids, sometimes hundreds of kids around running, and I think it's just going to be an exciting time just to be out there and get to see the campus, see the kids, see what they're doing, and how everybody's growing and developing.
All right, Brian. Thank you all for stopping by. We're so excited to see what comes this year with FCA athletics, of course, all of your sports, but then the rest of the sports as well. So thanks again for stopping by tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got more sports talk coming up right after this break.
When you're shopping for a pre-owned vehicle, buy with confidence. Buy Ford Blue Advantage certified. Every Ford Blue Advantage vehicle is thoroughly inspected, backed by factory confidence, and built to give you peace of mind mile after mile. Make the smart choice today at Greenwood Ford Lincoln, the #1 Ford Blue Advantage dealer in Kentucky's Memphis region. Browse the incredible selection today on Scottsville Road in Bowling Green or anytime at greenwoodford.com. Greenwood Ford Lincoln, driving confidence home.
As a paratrooper and combat veteran of the U.S. Army, I was trained to run toward the sounds of battle, not away from them. I brought that same mentality home to Kentucky to fight for my clients. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way. When life knocks you down after an injury, you need someone to help you get back up. If you or a loved one has been hurt, give me a call. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, a proud Kentuckian representing proud Kentuckians. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way. As a paratrooper and combat veteran of the U.S. Army, I was trained to run toward the sounds of battle, not away from them. I brought that same mentality home to Kentucky to fight for my clients. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way. I'm blessed to call Kentucky my home. I was born here, grew up here, and raised my family here. When members of my community are injured by the careless actions of another, I'm committed to fighting for them like family. I'm injury lawyer Will Williford, and where there's a will, there's a way.
Welcome into Sports Talk here on Talk 104.93 WKCT, presented by Greenwood Ford. Of course, you just heard our awesome guests from Foundation Christian Academy. Now we have some awesome guests coming in from Allen County-Scottsville. It's the Lady Patriot basketball team head coach Josh Patton and a few of his players. Coach, how are you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So first off, just introduce who you brought with you today.
All right, so to my right, I got McKenna Law. She is a junior for us. And then I have two of my three seniors, Kensley, Byrn, and Peyton Anderson.
Okay. New coach in the school. Tell me a little bit about yourself and what drew you to Allen County.
So last year, I actually was at Allen County. My first year, I was on the boys staff there. Before I came to Allen County, I was the head assistant for Madisonville, North Hawkins. And then prior to that, I was the head girls coach at Webster County. So, this is my roots, girls basketball. So I'm excited to be there. You know, when the job came open at Allen, you know, it was a no-brainer for me to put my name in the hat and, you know, attempt to go after the position. And once I landed it, I was excited, and we got straight to work.
All right, so Coach, tell us about your coaching style, style of play, everything like that and so forth. What's your style of coaching?
Man, I'm real passionate. You know, I'm intense. You know, this is what I do. You know, I live, breathe to coach basketball and make an impact on young adults' life through the sport. You know, the big thing for me is, and I pride myself on building relationships. And that was one of the first things when I took the position, was to build a relationship with these girls, because I said to myself that if I'm able to build a relationship with them, I can coach them as hard as I can. And we were able to see fruits of that throughout the summer. You know, first thing was build a relationship. Second thing was build confidence in them, you know, that they know that I believe in them. They get confidence within themselves. That way it makes basketball playing easy.
For the girls, what's it been like practicing under your new head coach?
It's been good. Practices have been tough, but we get a lot of work done. We keep getting better every day. And at the beginning of summer season, Patton told us that it was a new era, and I think that's just really stuck with us all and helped us throughout the summer.
How about the others?
I think Kensley answered it for us.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought it was a pretty good answer, too, yeah. Coach, how has summer been?
So the big thing for me coming into summer basketball was finding ways to get small wins. Obviously, we're a young, inexperienced team. You look at our roster, I think KB is really the only one who's had the quote-unquote varsity experience. So the big thing for me was, you know, finding small wins through games. You know, there were times we would be in summer games and I would challenge them in timeouts. Like, hey, we're going to have less than 5 turnovers this half. Or, you know, for the game, we're going to have less than 10 turnovers. And eventually, I told them that the small wins will turn into the big wins. I think the turning point of the summer for us was down at Campbellsville. We played 7 games in 3 days, so there was a lot of basketball. And out of the 7 games, 6 of them we had a chance to win, and they were one-possession ball games. So I think team camp really helped me see the growth within my team. It really showed me that these kids are capable. You know, I seen some girls do some things at team camp that they didn't do the first summer game or the second summer game. So I think at team camp, we really turned a corner. And even the last 2 weeks of summer basketball, we turned a huge corner. So I'm excited for the off season and for the season to get here.
For the players, how's the team chemistry so far?
I think our team chemistry is good so far. I think we all jive, even though there's a lot of younger ones. The older ones definitely take them under their wings a lot.
To top on what McKenna said, I agree. You know, we all get along very well, and I don't think we've ever argued. And through like practices or even just like going to hang out with each other, we're always together, and it's just a fun time with each other.
I believe at Campbellsville, that team bonding we had when we were there, it really made us a family, and we all said what our roles was on the team, and we just all played together as one team.
Now, Coach DeWitt, before you on those sidelines, he was pretty emotional. I guess, is that the way you put it? Yeah.
That's
exciting?
That's emotional, yes. And intense, too.
Are we going to expect that same intensity out of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Passionate, you know, coaching hard. You know, like I said, it's what I do. And I feel like, you know, if I'm doing that, then it makes the girls play hard, which I was able to see that this summer. You know, if I was quiet, they was looking at me like, Coach, what are you doing? What's going on? You know, so I found out real quick that I have to keep that intensity. I have to keep that fire, coach them hard, because that's what they want. They want to be coached. They want to be pushed, you know, and they want to know that I believe in them. So I only know one way, and that's to coach hard.
Okay. I like that.
All right, so the players, just talk about the position you play and what's your role on the team.
I'm a forward, and my role in the team is just to be the leader on and off the court. I'm the one that's, you know, if Patton calls a play or defense or something, my job is to communicate it to everybody else and just, you know, have faith in my team and be a leader out there.
My position's also forward, and Patton expects me to rebound a lot, and he also expects me to score down low. So
I'm also a forward, and I would say just not handling the ball well, but I mean, we all have to handle the ball well as a team and get rebounds and share the ball well.
Okay. So this program, of course, last year made it to the region semifinals. Am I saying
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Of course, there's some change within the program coming into this year. What are your expectations coming into this year for this program?
Just to play hard every single night, compete. Practices are going to be intense. Practices are going to be fun. And I just want the girls to go out and play hard. Like I hit on earlier, building confidence in them was, the big thing for me. We're young, we're inexperienced, and the only way that they were going to get experiences by going out and playing, so we got some girls that'll be in some roles that have never been in that role before, but I 100% wholeheartedly believe in them and trust in them to go out there and play to the best of their ability.
Coach, for the student athletes that are not playing a fall sport, do you have like an open gym plan for them before basketball season, before your first practice takes place in mid-October?
So we hit it really hard in June. I think we played close to 17 and 20 games. And throughout my coaching career, I've been big on not burning your kids out, allowing them to be a kid. So that's kind of the approach I took for the month of July. I think we've been in the gym. We got in the week after dead period twice. But the big thing for me is just I want them to go be a kid and have fun. And I told them, if you want to get in the gym, reach out. Me or somebody on the staff will get you in. But, go be a kid for now, because when school starts back and we hit it towards the end of August, it's a grind. For 7-8 months, it is a legit grind where you're going to see me every day. You're going to hear me every day. Now you better enjoy the break, because come August 24th, we're hitting the ground running, and we're going to be getting after it. The off-season plan that I have built so far is going to be tough, but come February, come late January, they'll be thanking me for it, because they'll see a difference in their play, and hopefully that we're a much better team because of the off-season grind.
So for the players here, what kind of growth have you seen in your game in the few months that you've had of this offseason?
I used to not have confidence in shooting the ball, and I think Patton's really helped me with that. I don't shoot as much as I should, or that's what he says, but I think I've done better at that.
Me personally, I've been handling the ball a lot more and have got more comfortable, and I'm making moves and shooting shots that before I didn't have the confidence to take.
I would say I've also been taking the shots too, and then I've also been handling the ball whenever, I can't look up the floor and somebody's not open. I've been taking it myself.
Well, we have to ask because we can't look it up because KHSA does not have their site ready to roll. Thank you. Coach Patton, what's your schedule looking like this year, for the upcoming season?
So prior to me taking the position over, the schedule was kind of already built. I think me personally, I've just added one game and got a few teams for the LIS tournament that we hope have after Christmas. But I think the schedule fits and suits us and the team that we have now. We're going to have a lot of compatible games. And the big thing for me is throughout our schedule, no matter who we're playing, I'm going to build a lot, and I'm going to rely a lot on my seniors. I had plenty of conversations with KB this summer. After our last summer game, she was really good, like the best player on the floor. And I just told her, we're going to go as you go. If you have a night off, then we're going to have a night off. So I put a lot of pressure on her, and I know that she's tough enough and she's a good enough player that she's going to accept the challenge every night.
I want to talk a little bit about this district. It felt like every district last year in the region was outstanding. The 15th district, though, might have been a step above with four very good competitive teams. What is your outlook on that?
So from the girls district, and with it being my first year, don't really know much. What I do know is, if anybody who's kept up with girls basketball in the 4th region, you would probably argue that Byrn may be the team to beat. So Byrn County's in our district. Obviously we have Glasgow and East as well. And I think it'll be real competitive. Obviously the goal is you want to get to the regional tournament, but the district games is important, and I know that going in, and I know that every game we play is just practice for us to play our 6 district games. That's what matters most. You want to be able to have a good seed going into that district tournament, and hopefully, you be able to get your berth in the regional tournament. So I know, Warren East has some returners. They have a few athletes over there. Glasgow, I don't think they lost anyone. So it's going to be, we're going to be tough. Our district's tough, and we're just going to have to come play every single night.
Coach, of the 15th, these district game starts really early. Are you good with that, or you rather have it pushed back a little bit more, or what?
If I'm not good with it, I better get good with it. It's nothing I can do to change it. I think we play Byrn County like the second week of the season.
Yeah.
Glasgow, literally the next Friday night. So they definitely creep up on us quick, but it'll be good for us. You know what I mean? I'd rather go ahead and play them, see what you're working with, at least for the first game. So the second game, you know exactly what adjustments you're able to make in those district games.
Being around the boys team last year, tell me what you know about the fan base, the school support, and what do you like about it, and what are you looking forward to now as the head coach of your own team?
One thing I can tell you about Scottsville is they leave breeze, to support these student athletes. There were some times last year, I would, even when the girls was playing, I would look out at the crowd and there were a sea of red, white, and blue everywhere. And even when these girls made it to the regional tournament, like Ditto was filled with red, white, and blue. So the fan base is there, which I think is good for these kids. It gives them, something to play for. You want the fans to come out and support you, your family, your friends. So, I love the fact that the Scottsville community gets behind the kids, not only in basketball, but all the sports. So, we're real family driven in Scottsville. Community loves sports. So that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to come winter time.
For the players, what's your team mantra or team motto this year?
I'd say it's a new era.
Okay.
Throughout our whole summer, we've said this is the beginning of a new era, and this is where it all starts. And Patton's had this saying where players are made in the summer. So I think that's just really helped us push through practice and push through all the hard days and challenges we're faced with in games.
Explain that. Players are made in the summer. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is, obviously, when the season time gets here, the individual aspects or kids getting in by themselves kind of dwindles down due to, them going to school and then practices after. And, I've always told myself that if you can get your kids to develop in the summertime when nobody's in the gym, then it's easy to perform when there's, 100 people in the gym. So, that's kind of been the message I've been preaching to them, that yes, we're going to have times where we're together in practice, but players become players on your own. Whether you're at home dribbling a basketball, if you have a goal in the yard, go out and shoot. There's no excuse for you not to get better. So that's one message that I've preached to them. And like I said, we got in the gym right after dead period and they were anxious. They beat me there, so that just goes to show that these girls want it. They want to get better. They want to be pushed, and they want to be ready to come whenever the season gets here.
Now, for the players, do y'all play any fall sports at all, or is just basketball is pretty much all you do?
Just basketball for me.
Okay.
Just basketball.
Just basketball.
Okay. So, with that being said, you have even more time to work. You like that, having more time to work on your game?
I think, just playing basketball in the fall is like where we're going to get better. We have the cube and the court up at the in Scottsville. So I think if we all get together, go shoot around, on the weekends or something, that's where we're going to get better.
I agree with Kensley. If we just go to the cube or the core, that's not only us getting better, but it's some team bonding at the same time, too.
Mm-hmm. That kind of touched on my next question for you. Obviously, you want to grow these girls as a team on the court, but what kind of incentives, what are you looking at to bond them as a unit?
So I hit on that early, this summer when we were up at team camp. I think, what did we do? We didn't bowl. We went out to eat. We did some Family Feud games and stuff like that at the hotel. So that was huge for me, because if you want to be one unit and one accord on the court, then your chemistry off the court has to be, has to be right where it needs to be. And, that's a testament to these girls. These three rode together today. So that's just a small win that I preached about all summer, So the chemistry off the court. You know, when the season gets here, we're going to do things. Preseason, we're going to do things. So I'm real big on building chemistry off the court. It makes the chemistry on the court a whole lot better.
And what was the funniest response in Family Feud?
Oh.
It might have been a while back. I don't know.
We did the fast money thing at the end, and we just kind of started playing. We all picked a partner and started playing, and after a bunch of the girls went, we made Coach Patton and our other coach, Coach Braxton, go.
You know who won that?
And yeah, but then they got beat by was it you? By Kenna and our other coach, Chloe.
Ooh. So a post fast money interview for you here. How are you doing after that? I know that had to be tough.
So I don't take losing too well, so that bothered me. I don't think I slept that night, but we had fun, man, and that's the big thing. I wanted to find something, a creative way for the girls to get to know me a little better and me get to know them a little better, and I think we did that, our time away at team camping this summer.
Well, for the players and coach, if you didn't know, Cole's family was on Family Feud and won all five rounds.
They won the car. Yeah.
They won the car.
So that was kind of cool.
Were you on there?
I was not. I was in high school. I had to watch from home. I didn't even have to go with.
Well, we can't win cars, but we have a duck we can win. My team won it though. So
where's that right now?
They don't have a clue where it is.
I know where it's at, but not really.
Along with the duck, we also got the winning team got promised 7 brew, but we ended up all getting 7 brew, so it was pretty good.
7 brew.
So somebody caved in. That's what I hear. Okay, you need 7 brew. Everybody needs it.
I don't drink 7 brew.
Okay,
I've never had coffee.
He got a drink, didn't he?
No,
I got a lemonade. It's a difference.
That's like
got a drink.
That's like the highest.
But was it in a 7 brew cup?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so theoretically here, technically speaking, it might have been 7 brew.
I gotta
but it
ask,
might not have.
I gotta ask, what's the fascination on 7 brew? It's like a sugar.
Listen,
that's like a sugar diabetes rush.
Coach girls basketball. They say they probably going to 7 brew when they leave here.
We are. And every once in a while, you get a free drink. You got to stack up them rewards.
Oh gosh. Oh my.
So I know what buttons to push if I want to play one harder.
Fair enough.
I promise 7 brew. Maybe they'll run through a brick wall for me.
Well, you know what, Coach?
Well,
maybe if you offer him 7 brew for each game they win, he might pull out 28 wins this season.
Not a bad idea. You'd have to open up the wallet for that one, though.
Yeah.
What's your 7 brew orders? Then you go twos.
Mine and Peyton's go-to is a medium blue raspberry lemonade, half energy.
Good Lord.
That's pretty good.
It is good.
Lord.
Mine changes, but last time I got a strawberry fizz with pineapple, coconut, and cream. It's pretty good. Peyton said it tasted like spoiled strawberry milk.
What Kenna does is she looks them up on her phone and then puts them at the person who's taking our orders and is like, "Can I get this?"
Oh my goodness.
What else is fun about this team that we need to know about?
Yeah.
Me.
Oh, clearly.
Wow.
Listen, she keeps me on my toes.
So are you like the practical joker of a team or something, or the comedian, or what?
He's talking to you.
He's talking to you.
Yeah, basically.
So how do you keep them entertained? How do you do it?
How do I do it?
You always have a joke.
Yeah, I really always have a joke. But don't ask me for a joke. I can't do it on the spot.
Okay. You can't do one on the spot?
No.
If we took a break, can you think of one?
Do your yeah. Yeah, do it.
No?
No.
No, okay. Coach, before we let you guys go, I have to bring this up because I follow you on social media. You're a big Boston fan.
Die hard.
Oh boy.
That's tough for me.
Oh boy.
I'm a diehard Miami
boy.
fan. So hopefully we can get over this. We can be good friends about this.
Oh boy.
Where do you think LeBron's going? I guess we'll talk about that.
Me personally, I think he is gonna go to Golden State.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't be. I think he's gonna go back home to Cleveland.
I think it makes the most sense.
Yeah, I think it makes them, especially if he's on the latter end of his career. But Part of me wants to say he's going with Steph. I kind of hope he goes with Steph. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm a Celtics guy. So
we have to talk about some headlines surrounding your team this offseason. How are you doing after the Jaylen Brown deal?
Says it all right there.
Hurt in a way.
Yeah.
But it was time for new. I mean, 10 years together and we got one title. You know, it's... I like Jaylen Brown. It's tough that we let him go to a division rival, but man, that hurt me to the core. It's going to take some getting used to, but... And Jason Tatum, I believe. So...
Okay.
Paul George got something left in the tank. I hope. So we going to see.
That would be fun. That would be fun to watch. Does he ever bring out anything Boston talking to you guys? No?
No.
WNBA? Anything there?
It don't look like a real fan to me.
Oh, wow. Now she's bringing out the fighting words.
I'll take care of that as the next time we're in the gym.
That means extra laps around
That's
the
just
court.
for Kenna, right?
Maybe.
You said this was a team. Remember?
Did Coach Patton, did you play basketball in high school, college?
I did,
anything?
man. So I graduated from Hopkinsville High School in 2015.
Okay.
I was fortunate enough to be on 4 teams that won the region. We went to the state tournament every year. I think the farthest we got, my sophomore year, we got beat in the Final Four. That's the year Dominique Hawkins won the state championship at Mr. Basketball. My junior year, we lost in the Elite Eights, and my senior year, we lost in the Elite Eight too. You know, played college basketball at Kentucky Wesleyan and then Simmons College of Kentucky in Louisville. So, man, I've been basketballing it my whole life pretty much. You know, I knew, there were a time when I was during my playing days, I knew that I no longer wanted to play. I wanted to give back to the youth and, give my knowledge of basketball to young adults. So I decided to get into coaching, and I hadn't looked back ever since.
So what you're saying is that you could show off your skills in practice. Do you show off your skills in practice?
No, but if I ever needed to, I could.
Okay.
But I don't. I'm not.
Trying to get you ready for a scrimmage the other day.
We scrimmaged the other day and did a little 4-on-4, and Coach Braxton got in.
They didn't want me to play because it would have been no win for me. They didn't want me to play.
You got the Family Feud in the back of your mind. You're like, oh,
yeah, they didn't want me to play.
But Coach Braxton and him joke about every day who beat each other in a 1v1, and we're just waiting on that 1v1.
I mean, he's also 6'4", so it's nothing I can do there. You know what I mean?
So Coach, you was a guard, I take it there, right?
Me? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. My vision was real good, so.
Okay.
I didn't turn it over much either.
Before we let you guys go, tell me one thing, everybody, that we need to know about Lady Patriot basketball heading into this season.
Yeah.
I think especially throughout the summer, we realized that we're the team that's going to give 110% effort no matter what, no matter if there's a whole half left in the game or if there's just 30 seconds left.
All of you.
You can go next.
It can be a few things if you're deciding.
No matter what the outcome is, just believe we're putting our whole heart out on there. I mean, we have Lady Patriot written across our chest, and we're going to sit there and play like Lady Patriot.
And we're going to have fun no matter what we do, so.
What about for you, Coach?
For me?
Yeah, what's your one thing?
My one thing is, no matter what, we're probably not going to be one of those teams who scores 80 points a game, but one thing that you can guarantee is that we're going to play hard for 32 minutes. We're going to compete at a high level, and I hope that we pride ourselves on the defensive end. That's going into the season. That's one thing that I'll be searching for, is trying to figure out what our identity is. I think we kind of found it this summer, but the more that we get in the gym and, the off season goes on, I think by December, I'll have that answer on who our identity is. But we're going to compete. We're going to play hard for 32 minutes, and we hope to cause chaos to our opposing teams.
Well, Coach, we can't wait to see what happens for you guys this year. We're very excited but it's going to be a little bit. We have a couple other sports we have to hit on before we can get to basketball season. Yep. But the hype is there. We are ready for it.
Yeah, we're ready. Can't wait, man. Ready to, play Lady Patriot basketball. Ain't that right, girls?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Well, we'll probably have you guys in here again before the season starts. But so good luck on the practices and the more Family Feud games. Maybe you could win the next one.
And more 7 birds. I'm going to keep winning. I'm keeping the duck. We don't have a name for it yet, so.
And players,
Brian, can we call it Brian?
Wait, players. One question: when y'all get the first win for Coach Patton, is he getting a Gatorade bath in the locker room or what?
Oh,
Why are you giving them ideas?
Well, we don't even get
7 bird
Gatorade
bath.
on the bench. They only give us water.
Okay, a water bath then.
Yep, he'll be getting a water bath.
Okay.
Hey, we have.
Sorry we had to put that out there. That's Brian.
Give them ideas.
Gotta make it fun. Gotta make it fun.
All right, that is the Lady Patriots from Allen County, Scottsville. Head coach Josh Patton and his girls getting ready for the 2026-27 season. We'll have more sports talk coming up right after this break.
Pre-owned vehicle, buy with confidence. Buy Ford Blue Advantage certified. Every Ford Blue Advantage vehicle is thoroughly inspected, backed by factory confidence, and built to give you peace of mind mile after mile. Make the smart choice today at Greenwood Ford Lincoln, the #1 Ford Blue Advantage dealer in Kentucky's Memphis region. Browse the incredible selection today on Scottsville Road in Bowling Green or anytime at greenwoodford.com. Greenwood Ford Lincoln, driving confidence home.
Big news, Bowling Green. Hills Mattress and More is bigger and better. They've expanded to bring you even more of what you love. We're talking top quality mattresses, furniture, appliances, and TVs. Plus, with financing options and no credit needed, it's never been easier to bring home comfort and style. Come see the all-new expanded Hills Mattress and More at 2539 Mount Victor Lane. Now with more to offer. Hills Mattress and More. Come see what's new.
Are you in the market for a new SUV? Well, try shopping at Campbell Chevrolet. Small, medium, or large, you have an impressive number of choices. Choose from a new Trax, Equinox, Blazer, Traverse, Tahoe, or Suburban. We give you choices, and we will be happy to help you with your best deal. Shop online or in person. Campbell Chevrolet, Scottsville Road.
Welcome back to Sports Talk here on Talk 104.93 WKCT, presented by Greenwood Ford, also presented by Campbell Chevrolet, Hills Mattress and More, and Brandon Williford Injury Lawyers. Brian, some fun guests tonight on the show.
Hey, we had a great time tonight. It was fun.
So we didn't have any guests with the Hot Rods in tonight.
Because they're playing right now.
They're playing a pair of games.
Yes.
I've got updates on that. They're up in the first game. It is 2-1. Hot Rods winning.
Okay.
Carlos Colmenares hit a 2-run homer in the second, and they're holding on to that right now. Some fun promotions this week with the Hot Rods, of course. The high school series is continuing tomorrow night, Greenwood night.
Yep.
And then Friday night, I am blanking. I don't know that anything crazy is going on this Friday night.
It's
bobblehead.
Bobblehead
card.
Yep. Excuse me.
It's Jake Cronenworth. So make sure you get out for that Hall of Fame series.
And then the not the following Friday, but the Friday after that, August 7th, will be Space Jam night.
Can't wait for that. Those jerseys are sick.
Yep. But unfortunately, that's usually the first Friday for scrimmages in football.
Yeah.
So I'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
Covering a scrimmage, more than likely. So that's going to be, definitely want to see what's going on. I know I'll be at Franklin for a little bit. I might head down to Logan if I can, possibly to check out some of them too as well. So, but yeah, that August 7th is August 7th day for scrimmage nights for football. So we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, more the following weekend too as well. And then we get it started on the 21st. We get it all started.
I can't wait.
Well, that Friday night's the longest night of our lives.
It is the longest night with all the bowl games because, in theory, it's great to have multiple teams in the same spot, but it's a later night. The scores get in later for those second games. There's pros and cons that you could argue both ways, but it's a good night. It's packed, and I can't wait for it. It's very fun, and I hope the weather is good.
Yes, definitely.
We didn't have too many rainouts last year. A few weeks where we had Thursday night football, but for the most part, it's good.
I'm excited to get you and Sam here to talk about Football Frenzy. How are you going to cover that on that weekend? Because you got Logan County's got a bowl game. Warren East's got a bowl game. Glasgow's got a bowl game. Greenwood's got a bowl game. And then Saturday night, you got the Rafferty's Bowl at Western, hosted by Bowling Green High.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we got a lot of bowl games in 2 nights. It's going to be really, really crazy.
Yeah, and real quick, going back to Hot Rods, I got to have a conversation today with Nathan Flewelling. You can check that out tomorrow on News 40. He has a family business where they're big in the cattle business in Canada.
Wow.
He still has stuff to do with that, and he is he compared himself to a prize-winning bull today. So,
oh wow!
So you can check that out tomorrow on News 40. So
that is
some
crazy.
fun stuff there.
That is crazy.
What's coming up, Brian? Real quick,
we got the Bowling Green Purple soccer team for the after party. That's coming up next. And then next week, live from Greenwood Ford, the Bowling Green Lady Purple soccer team, who's on a mission this year, a little redemption. Payback from what happened last season. So I'm sure they'll have plenty to talk about that more next week.
All
Live
right.
from Greenwood Ford.
Make sure to tune in. I'm Cole Scott. That's Brian Davis. You're listening to Sports Talk.
You've been listening to Sports Talk, presented by Greenwood Ford.
News and weather this hour is brought to you by BG Tire on Talk 104 and 93 WKCT, Bowling Green.
Command says it's the 12th night in a row of targeted hits on